I'm Paulin Basinga. I'm the country director for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation country office in Nigeria, based here in Abuja. And I'm a medical doctor by training. I did my medical school in Rwanda, at this Rwanda School of Medicine at the National University of Rwanda today. And I did my master's and PhD in public health at Tulane University in the US. I would like to start by thanking the leadership of the FAMSA General Assembly for inviting me, and sincerely apologize for not being there in person. I would really have hoped to be there in person, but unfortunately I cannot. But I hope this video will be engaging and we'll be able to really communicate. And congratulations to an organization of a very great assembly. I think, the fact that you've been able to bring top-notch speakers to talk to this new generation of African leaders, it's really impressive. And I'm very happy to be part of this undertaking. My speech today will be broken into two. First, I'll start by sharing with you some of the work that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is doing in global health and global development globally, but specifically in Nigeria. And second, I'll share some of the lessons I've learned as a former medical student like you all in the past 18 years of my career in global health and development. And I hope you'll find those interesting. So first, let's start by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation work. Guided by the belief that all life have equal values, we work to reduce inequality around the globe. And we do specifically work in developing countries, even though we do a lot of work in education in the US, but in developing countries specifically, we work to improve people's health and give them chances to live themselves out of hunger and extreme poverty. And specifically in Nigeria, we partner with the Nigerian government, the federal government of Nigeria, many states, Nigeria businesses, traditional leaders, NGOs and civil society organizations, with the goal to really help and develop Nigeria potential. As you know, Nigeria is working towards being a powerhouse that provides opportunities for all its citizens, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation support that effort. And for Nigeria to really reach that potential, it needs to prioritize its greatest asset, their people, and investing in health, education, and equal opportunity to ensure that prosperity is there for those people will just thrive for generation to generation. And absent for investing in Nigeria human capital, there will be very sharp limit on how much the country can grow. Now, let me just specifically share with you some aspects of the work that the Gates Foundation does here in Nigeria. And I'll cite 6 components. The first one is polio eradication. As you know, Nigeria is very close to eradicate polio. We have all the knowledge, the tools that are needed to ensure that kids that need vaccines get those vaccines, and that commitment from the government and the partners and traditional leaders, the whole community needs to continue to be expressed to make sure that we eradicate polio once and for all. Because when that is done, it will be a great win for Nigeria and also for the health of its people, but also for the whole world in general. The second area where the Gates Foundation does a lot of work is primary health care. As you know, the Nigeria broader health system is really broken, and it doesn't really help to ensure that people have access to family planning, nutrition, MNCH, and all the other services, key to access vaccines. If that is done, and if there is a very strong primary health care, Nigeria will be able to take care of almost 90% of the burden of disease for its people. And Nigeria has the resources to do that. They have the know-how to do it, but it will need more resources. It will need also good data and strong leadership so that the current progress can be even faster. And the third area is nutrition. So great investment in nutrition will help Nigerians to be able to work, to earn more income, to feed their families, and to really help this country to thrive. The fourth area where we invest is in agriculture. And you will probably note that Nigeria government has taken important steps to invest in Nigerian farmers. But it can really accelerate this to make sure that smallholder farmers are also included in a more massive way so that it can really accelerate that success in the agriculture sector. The fifth area where we invest in financial inclusion. In financial inclusion is another very, very smart investment. You know, giving Nigerian access to basic banking services has the same economic additive impact like the whole oil sector, for example. So it's very, very critical. And last but not least is investment in women and girls. You know, across all of this, you know, we need to work together to remove the barrier for women and girls, you know, to thrive. Because when we unlock the potential of half Nigerians, the potential for their family, community, and all Nigeria to prosper is just very, very huge. So those are the areas where, you know, the Gates Foundation, you know, work, and we are, you know, fully convinced that Nigeria can achieve a prosperous future, and we are inspired by every Nigerian who is contributing their time, their expertise, their money to solve those issues. We are committed to doing our part, but government and Nigerian people need really to lead.